Hello everybody, this is Burgback coming to you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. Today's matchup, we will be continuing the matchup between WhiteRa and MouzMaNa. MouzMaNa spawning as the yellow Protoss in the bottom right hand corner here on Shakuras Plateau. And of course, WhiteRa, DuckloadRa spawning as the red Protoss in the upper left hand corner of the map. And again, this is Shakuras Plateau. They are spawning cross map against each other. And I'm not sure, viewers out there, let me know if I'm wrong here, but I think on this map setup now, on a 1v1, they will automatically spawn cross map. I'm not sure about that, or if they'll spawn in the other corners as well. Let me know out there, because I kind of don't... I recall something being said about that, but, just if anybody out there could say something, let me know. We are coming on game number 2, as I said. This is a best of 3 between WhiteRa and MouzMaNa. And game number 1, Mana dominated, even surviving an early on push from WhiteRa up here, and just easily pushing out. I mean, not easily, but WhiteRa just coming in with 2 pylons at the bottom of his ramp, being able to just morph in and warp in, rather, a couple units. And Mana just being able, he went to gate into a robotics facility, and being able to push out those immortals early on really helped Mana survive that early aggression coming from WhiteRa. And WhiteRa not being able to recover from that early aggression that he put on Mana, and Mana being able to really push out and recover quite easily from that, and give him the win on that in game number 1. And that was on Zelnaga Karens. I think I said that wrong on game number 1, but I am here to fix that. And yeah, both of them going up and checking those corners, so I'm not sure if, and that's why I ask if, if that is indeed what is, happening on these maps now with the 1.3 change. So we look at the income. Income pretty much even here on both sides. WhiteRa having just a little bit slight advantage, having 1 extra mineral gatherer out there right now, and it looks like pretty even there. And WhiteRa just kind of hiding out here with his probe, probably just coming in here just to get a little bit more vision later on, hiding it out. Mana kind of going out in the corner here, looking for any kind of pylon that would be inside of his base. Especially with that first game going on, he's just trying to see what's going on, see if anything's happening. And WhiteRa, of course, coming down here into this area, gonna scope it out, see if anything's hidden in a little nit and gritty here. And of course, again, placement here of this pylon, very good. Being able to have that there, pop units on 3 different levels. I mean, this is great, having it able to pop up on 3 different levels. And, that's really great for a Protoss player who can warp gate in anything. And it looks like Mana getting his probe out, not going to be getting killed. And it looks like WhiteRa did get his down. So we are going into a 3-gate formation here for Mana, and it looks like on this side we're going for 3-gate as well. So we're going to be pretty much the same build on both sides of the map, and just kind of fighting for map control here in the center. Of course, Mana having this bottom pylon, tower, and being able to get some vision of the map. And it looks like going for, yeah, look at that. We were going for it. There we go. Robotics facility coming down now. And WhiteRa already having his starting to come down as well. Going for, I almost thought I saw a double robo facility there. But yeah, going for that third gateway coming down right now. And pretty much going to be at the same army size right now. So it's almost looking like they're getting ready to do a push in a little while. Probably as soon as either some Immortals are out or some Colossus. So again, pretty standard here, 3-gate. We're seeing the same build on both sides. It's just really whoever comes out on top with the micro and the macro, really, to see who comes out. But again, they're building pretty even. Mana having a little bit more of an advantage, but WhiteRa just coming in a little bit behind. So again, pretty much even. It looks like WhiteRa getting ready to expand, starting to develop, but again, putting that pylon, again, 2 separate levels, being able to morph in units at any given time, which is really great. So you Protoss users out there, make sure to keep note on this and of where these pylons are placed. A lot of P's there. Gotta pop those P's for you. And again, Mana doing the same thing. So again, really consider as a Protoss player where you're placing your pylons. And we're probably going to see Mana get ready to expand as well here. And it looks like, oh, here we go, an observer coming through, and that observer clocking him and taking that down. WhiteRa being denied the visual from his corner, and it looks like he's just coming down, sending 4 stalkers just to kind of do a little search party, search and destroy, getting in there, and Mana just bringing in his observer to start getting some vision. And we do have an Immortal now coming out, already out for WhiteRa as he's expanding. He just kind of wanted to send those stalkers out, get a nice little field of vision. You can see he's just a little bit behind now on the unit count. He's down to 48. But he is getting, yeah, here we go. Stalkers went in, got a little greedy, and did get forced out here. And Mana just showing off, not showing off, but showing him his might. And that's what WhiteRa really wanted to see at that point. You know, he wanted to send out 4 stalkers, get an idea, and Mana really showed him what he did have. So it did work out for WhiteRa. He is a little bit behind, 10 behind on the army size, but he did get a little bit of vision and a little bit of insight of what Mana has, especially since he was denied that observer from getting inside of his base. So we now have the Colossi coming out for both sides. We should be seeing that Thermal Lance come out very soon. As soon as he has the money, we'll probably see that pop out. Yeah, there we go. We are now seeing the Thermal Lance coming out, and will we see that? I'm surprised we're not seeing that on Mana's side. You know, WhiteRa really going to have the advantage there on the range if he does time that well. And again, battle for the midfield. WhiteRa just kind of coming around, seeing what's going around. And again, probes coming in, and going to get some vision of that midfield again. But we do have some stalkers coming around just to get some vision as well, just to kind of pop up. And ooh, that probe getting an eye going in there on that Xel'Naga tower. So some stalkers coming in. WhiteRa going to send his army out. Looks like he's trying to time it, and he is pulling back, going to try and protect that Colossus. That Colossus is going to be very valuable once that extended Thermal Lance is down. And it looks like another observer for WhiteRa is going to be taken out, so we'll see if he's going to build some more of those. We look at the income way ahead here for WhiteRa with that expansion being fully saturated. Doesn't look like we have anything out here yet for Mana. Oh, here we go. I spoke too soon. He is sending his units out here, so we'll be seeing his income come up a little bit as the couple minutes pass by. So we'll start evening up a little bit. But we do look at that income, and we do see the difference in harvesters, 48 to 41 right now in favor of WhiteRa. So he will have the economic advantage for a little while here, and it looks like he is catching up very quickly to Mana on units. So again, you know, max and you know, max army, WhiteRa is a little bit ahead there as well. He is starting to, but Mana is going to start putting down a couple pylons. He is maxed right now, as you can see, and inside Mana's base, we're starting to saturate that, starting to get those assimilators fueled up and ready to go. And again, we do have 2 Colossi out here, a third already out, and a nice match of units here for Mana as he's getting ready to go against WhiteRa, who has 2 Colossus out right now, and he does have 2 robo facilities going in production. He is able to afford that very easily with that expansion. And it looks like Mana starting to get ready and move out. We are evened up on the units counting station right now, so we're going to see how that goes for both sides. Start getting that up and ready to go. Well, we'll wait a minute there. As Mana now going for that second robotics facility, going to start trying to even that up, splitting up the units and trying to group them up and putting down a pylon. That's going to be great for him as we have that probe. Probe is getting denied. It looks like WhiteRa was trying to go for an expansion, but we look at this here, we're going to look at units lost as we start looking at the amount of money going on here. We're going to start seeing that army size go down for both sides. Mana down to 95, WhiteRa at 93, and we see these stalkers trying to do some damage to those Zealots so they don't kill those Colossi, trying to pull back that Colossus, and this Colossus going a little unchecked here with the Zealot now finally starting to come up here. But again, this pylon can really come into play here. The Stalker's trying to push the Colossi, trying to kite those Stalkers back and bring in a couple more Stalkers for a little bit more. And again, just bringing up to the high ground, bringing in some Stalkers to help do some damage, and Colossi just going crazy here. So again, more Colossi being made. We got 2 being made on each side. And I'm sure that WhiteRa is being very committed to try and get this expansion. He was heading there before, it looks like, or he was looking for a proxy before. So we're going to see how that works out for him. And we're just seeing him try to build up his army. Yeah, here we go. We got some Zealots, some nice ground units coming in here. And it looks like, yeah, here we go. WhiteRa trying to go out there and sneak an expansion out, it looks like. Yeah, because he's got the resources. He knows he can do it. He's probably going to look at building up his army a little bit too. So we'll keep looking at down at that bottom corner. It looks like MouzMaNa also up here trying to look at getting an expansion possibly. And the Observer coming out for WhiteRa just to see what kind of army we have. And look at this, a proxy pylon. Again, good placement here. Could be used in the future, and then that expansion coming down as well. So we're going to start seeing WhiteRa's economy definitely come up, especially if MouzMaNa does not search down here in this bottom left-hand corner for that expansion. So WhiteRa just kind of seeing everything right now, seeing those, oh my goodness, we've got 4 Colossi up here with 5 Colossi up here as well, and a bunch of Zealots up here just getting ripped to shreds by all this Colossi laser beams. But oh my goodness, these Colossi are going to be unprotected right now, starting to push them back, and it looks like we're gonna, oh, we are not going for that pylon. We could have damaged that pylon, got rid of all those Zealots right away with this amount of Colossi. But now that those Colossi were pushed back, we're starting to see the push. We're starting to see that pylon go down. So that's great for Duckload. He is now able to push out. He has his second expansion, out, getting that pylon, gonna get ready to protect it, bringing out the best of the guys already, because we are gonna be mined out, and he's already starting to send units down to that expansion. So we look at the income, we're now pretty even, but of course we're gonna be boosting right back up now that he has a bunch of probes ready to go down to that expansion. And again, I'm surprised that MouzMaNa is not going for an expansion yet to try and even that up. Of course, he doesn't really know about that expansion, and WhiteRa is thinking, you know what, we better check out, make sure that there's no expansion there. And MouzMaNa definitely not doing enough research right now to counter this. As we look at the income, we are definitely ahead. Definitely in harvesters and way ahead in the mineral count. So WhiteRa definitely having the advantage. Putting that pylon down here, he's going to shorten that rush distance for his units. And we're going to see what we have over here in MouzMaNa. So MouzMaNa has, you know, a good amount. We look at the unit counting station here. We are at 7 Colossi against the 8 with the same amount of Zealots, and you know, not a whole lot comparative to what WhiteRa has right now. So again, it looks like WhiteRa having a little bit of an advantage here. Going for that expansion right now. Did WhiteRa see that? Let's see here. Yeah, he did see that expansion. He's going to take 1 Zealot out there. 1 lone Zealot, and he's going to force the army of MouzMaNa to go back. But MouzMaNa, you know, it's saying, we're going to hold back here just in case WhiteRa, oh my goodness, decides to bring in that army. And in comes that army with all these Colossi. Look at all those Colossi. Oh my goodness. It's just going to be War of the Worlds all over again right now, guys, as all these Colossi start to attack. And it looks like MouzMaNa pulling all these units back, all those probes, and just getting killed in the line of fire. And goodbye, Colossi. As it looks like MouzMaNa, Colossus War. Oh, I love it. I don't know about you guys, but I have not seen a good Colossus War in a very long time. So, grats to Duckload being able to take that over, take that 1-0 away from MouzMaNa and bring it up to a 1-1. We'll see how it goes in game number 3 here from the Black Dragon League games. And, you know, who do you think's going to win? Let me know down below. Make sure to put up a thumbs up for this this series if you like it so far. Give me some comments and make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. So we'll see you guys for game number 3, and take care.